Part 2. Remember my brother Alex? Okay, so after I made that phone call, everything started to fall into place. The person I called was a business consultant who had been working with our family's restaurant, and I had told her about my idea months ago. She had been a witness to my brother's lack of initiative and had seen me working hard on the marketing plan. She agreed to meet with my parents and me, and she brought all the evidence she had. It was a meeting that would change everything. My brother was caught off guard, and he tried to deny it, but the evidence was against him. My parents were shocked and disappointed, and they confronted him about his actions. The consultant presented all the proof, and my brother's lies were exposed. He had not only stolen my idea, but had also been taking credit for other people's work. My parents were furious, and they decided to take action. My brother was demoted, and I was put in charge of the marketing department. It was a great feeling knowing that justice had been served. My brother had thought he could get away with it, but in the end, his deceit caught up with him. As he was leaving the meeting, he turned to me and said, "You'll never be able to run this business without me." But I just smiled and said, "Watch me." The days that followed were intense, as my brother tried to undermine my authority and sabotage my work. But I was prepared for him. I had already spoken to the rest of the team, and they were all on my side. They had seen how hard I had worked on the marketing plan, and they knew that I was the one who deserved the credit. My brother, on the other hand, had alienated himself from the rest of the team with his condescending attitude and lack of effort. As the news of his demotion spread, the team was relieved and happy to see him go. They were all supportive of me, and they helped me to implement my marketing plan. It was a huge success, and our sales increased significantly. My parents were thrilled, and they apologized for not believing me earlier. They realized that they had been blind to my brother's deceit, and they were grateful that I had stood up for myself. I had proven myself to be a capable and hardworking member of the team, and I had earned their respect. My brother, on the other hand, was left to pick up the pieces of his shattered reputation. He had thought that he could get away with stealing my idea, but in the end, it was his own downfall. He had underestimated me, and he had paid the price. As I looked at him, I couldn't help but feel a sense of satisfaction. He had tried to bring me down, but I had risen above him. I had proven that I was the better person, and I had come out on top. And as I walked out of the office that day, I knew that I was ready for whatever challenges lay ahead. I had learned a valuable lesson about standing up for myself and fighting for what I deserved. And I knew that I would always be prepared to defend myself against people like my brother, who tried to bring me down with their deceit and sabotage.